feel very lucky lately. It's just been Grammy people around me, man. Grammy winners. I think I need a Grammy as well. By association. You know, like how universities send you like an honorary degree? I feel like I need an honorary Grammy. So in the last 1 week, I have been in the same space, breathed the same air as actual Grammy winners. Shagoina Savara of Saudi Soul, we caught up with him last week on the podcast. This morning we've got a lady who's so busy that she doesn't spend time in Kenya no more. Back in the day, she used to be in Kenya, she'd be like, Calvin, can we do breakfast? I'm like, wow. It was a ritual. Every single time we'd go have breakfast. But those were beginning days. Now, all over New York, London. Like, do you guys ever rest? First and foremost. We'll get into that. But ladies and gentlemen, Yemi Alade is in the country, and she's most definitely on Trace FM Fast with the Hits. Good morning, Yemi. How you doing?
Oh, wow, you finally decided to say hi to me.
Yeah. I was, I had to get that out first and foremost.
I see. That's very therapeutic. How are you, my love?
I am very, very well. Good to see you.
Same here.
Man, it's been ages. When's the last time?
The hair is popping.
The hair, it's grown.
Yes, because we didn't see that last time. No.
Nope.
It's been a while. I agree.
It's been close to about 3 years plus, right?
You have to blame that on COVID, not me.
Yeah,
now.
True.
I came back.
You came back.
Yes.
But, there's been so much that has happened in that period, right?
Tell me.
So much. Of course, now you're like even bigger than you are back then, right?
We thank God for growth.
We thank God for growth. First and foremost, even before we get into it, right? You guys are always somewhere.
I know,
literally.
Right? Yeah.
Like, let me ask you, how many months have you actually spent at home this year?
You mean like in Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
I've been away from home for almost 7 months.
What?
And I just touched the base in Lagos. I think we went back how many days ago? Maybe a week ago, because we spent a few days in Uganda.
Yes.
And now we came here. Yes.
A week ago.
Yes.
7 months.
I had no idea. It was never the plan. It just started happening. Things just started happening. We're here, then there, hardly in one country for more than 5 days or 1 week.
Yes.
And that has just been the schedule for the entire year.
Wow.
Yes.
And this is the same. I remember 2019. You guys were
madness.
the same all over, on and on and on.
Yes.
But how's the family taking that?
I don't know, but I think like my brother didn't like it.
Yeah?
Because my brother and I, we stay together. He was like, no, this is not what you told me.
Yes.
I don't like it,
Yep.
but I don't have a choice. I said, bro, you have to start learning to be on your own.
You have to, but also you got to send small bro some money on the side.
No, I don't. Of course, I'm a good big sister.
Yep.
I try my best.
So at least even if he misses you, there's some
He'll
dollars.
be taken care of.
Yeah, he'll be taken care of.
Yeah, no.
But how's everything? How's music? How's it treating you? Like, tell me, this is like a catch-up session.
I know. I know.
How's it?
Well, for me, music is always like it's the one thing that I'm in love with.
Yes.
And I continuously put out, tunes and stuff. Yes, definitely the music scene is changing.
Yeah.
A lot of things are happening. We're having more newbies that are doing extremely well. And even the business of music is changing as well. There's a lot of Western influence now here and there. But the truth of the matter is that no matter what, the most important thing for me and my team is to keep it as African as possible and make sure, because that's the foundation.
Yes.
That's who I am.
Yes.
That's my originality. I cling to that effortlessly, So yeah, that's music for me. And I just dropped new music and my new EP, African Baddie.
Baddie. Fire,
yes,
fire.
and dropped the so like African Baddie is a body of work that has both some dancehall, some high life, so something new, something old, something borrowed. It's pretty much genres that I love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite genre right now?
A preferred one?
Yes.
I don't have a preferred one. That's the thing. But I am an Afro high life dancehall influenced artist. Like I do everything. I don't like to be in a box. Even just saying that, I'm like, eek, is that me?
We're about to get into it. I want to play about 2 tracks, right? Because we've got time, right?
Tell me.
But one thing that I appreciate and I've noticed, right? I was playing Johnny earlier. Wow. And the one thing that you've been consistent with is the label. From the start up until now. Efizi.
Oh, true that.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Like I remember the first time you came to the 254 and you had the CD. You gave that to us. And it had, Efizi on it.
Yeah.
And up until right now, with the growth, working with Beyonce and everything.
It's still Efizi, baby.
Efizi, baby. I love it.
Yeah.
But before we even get into that, was working on the Lion King soundtrack one of the things that... was it a career highlight in the sense that it's been able to open more and more doors?
100%.
Really?
Yes. It's definitely a career highlight. Big time. Because what the aside from the fact that music can heal the soul, the main purpose of music as well is to join different nationalities, join different people, make them feel like citizens of one world. And when the Lion King project came on board, it had a lot of African artists, making music with the one and only Beyonce. I say one and only because she's the one and only one of her kind. Just like I'm the one and only one of my kind. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like for me, it's definitely the career highlight because she's someone that I've looked up to while I was, growing up into the woman that I am today.
Yeah.
And in general, even after releasing the music and meeting her personally, I see that there's so many other ventures that have, come to our table just because of that. I also feel like it's also a highlight for her because I feel like it was a calling for her to reach out to her roots as well, her African roots, give homage to the continent, the entire continent, Africa. So it's a beautiful thing.
I love that because I've seen you've gotten into philanthropy. Man, you're all over. Like, I be getting press releases. I'm like, what? She's now doing this? What? Mega star, man. When are you resting?
I know, right? Okay, so the thing is, even though I travel a lot, the one thing that 2020, the COVID year, taught me and my team is that as much as we take our time to work so much, we must take our time to rest.
Very, very important. As
we travel around, we try to make at least 3 or so days to rest. And there are some days sometimes we're lucky enough to get 5 days, And I really tap into those moments because I'm the kind of artist. I might be all up in your face, very excited kind of person, but I have a flip side where I just really want to be on my own, and I cherish those moments because that is me time. And I am happy that my team understands that and they try to make sure that happens every time.
I love it.
Yes.
You've got great management. I know that. Fast hand.
Yes,
very
I know.
Consistent. Always on my WhatsApp group. Always on my WhatsApp, like, yo, drop this song. Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Now, I want to get into the first song, right? So, African Baddie, the project, the EP, it's out now. Amazing tracks, right?
Thank you.
Some heavy collaborations, as you said, playing around with the genres. I like that. That's very good in terms of, the growth and everything. But how did this project come to be about?
Wow. How did this project come to be about? I will tell you the truth. In 2022, I had no plans of dropping anybody of work. I had planned that I would only do singles. Even my team wanted an EP on an album. I was like, no, let's just drop singles. We don't drop only singles. And then eventually, I'm like, Mr. Ty is like, what are you keeping all this music for?
Why?
Because I record every time. I'm always, after this interview, I'm going to talk to my homegirl Anyiko to find a producer to come to my hotel. Just put up their speakers there because I'm always recording stuff, And there's so much music. And Mr. Ty is like, Yemi, put it out. Just put it out. And I said, I surrendered. And then we made a selection of beautiful high life music.
Yeah.
And some were recorded in Nigeria, some in Ghana, some in other parts of the world. I think Paris as well. And then we just put everything together because it felt like where I am right now mentally. And that's how the EP came about.
I want to start with the song Baddie. Tell me about this.
Because sometimes in this world, this Instagram world that we're living at, people like to look at, homegirls like me and feel like, she's okay, she's just cool. And I'm like, look, don't get fooled. I'm a baddie on the inside, big time. You don't want to mess with this girl. I'm very well cultured, very home cultured, but don't mess with me, man.
Yo, I love it. Gas. Let's go. Let's start here.
It's the energy.
Let's start here, man. If you're just locking in, African Baddie in the place.
Yes.
We ain't playing. Let's go. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Man, the energy on that, the bounce as well. If you're just locking in, African Baddie in the place. We're talking about Yemi in the studio right about now. And we've just had the first one off of the brand new EP. It's out. You go stream it literally everywhere. So that first song, I like it. I can tell that whole raga dancehall kind of vibe.
Exactly.
I can see it, danceable. The energy's right.
Yes.
Let me get this, right? So who are your all-time top dancehall influences?
Ooh, child.
Yes. All time. You could give me like
Shaggy's definitely on that list.
Shaggy.
For real. Sean Paul's on that list. I know this. And then I really love, I like Movado's flow.
Oh.
And this guy,
Vibes?
Vibes Cartel? Definitely.
Vibes, man.
Definitely Vibes. My younger brother actually is one that hooked me onto his music.
Vibes, man.
Yes.
We can only hope he...
And then Doneo. I know that Doneo is not like 100%. He's more pop.
Yeah.
But you can tell from his lingua.
Yes.
And my man is very into his thing.
Very.
Yes.
He's actually very catchy.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing.
Yes. I love Doneo's pop influence.
Party hard then.
Migraine skank. I want to get a migraine skank.
Heavy.
What?
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the first one, right? Now, I want to go into a song called Overload. Tell me about this one, because I want to squeeze in at least 3 or so from the brand new EP. Tell me this one.
I really wanted to go back to my roots on the high life, but then I wanted to also bring in the R&B. I didn't want conventional high life. I wanted some melodies that the minute they hit you, like, ooh, I didn't see that coming. So that's a baby softly, softly make you give me mine. So that's all this kind of sweet tones, and that's what this song has. It's an overload of melodies, overload of beautiful music.
Let's go. First play right here on Fast with the Hits Trace FM. We ain't holding back. Let's go. It's very, very catchy. We're just locking in right here onto Trace FM Fast with the Hits. A song called Overload. Now, we're in that season in Kenya that is literally every other day. Like this weekend, man. It was a long weekend, right?
Tell me.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm just on Instagram. And I see people getting married left, right, and center. I'm like...
In December!
Wedding season. It's big over here,
oh,
right?
Yeah?
Yeah, very, very big. And just listening to this, weddings need to update their playlist.
I agree.
Right? That song needs to be over there.
I agree.
Yeah, like, that's such a great, fast dance song.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
What were you thinking when coming up with that one? The love overflowing or
yeah,
what?
the love. It was all about love for me on the song. I think I was getting made up for a show and my hair and makeup. And like I told you, I always have production. I always have music there.
Yeah.
So my producer was in the house and he was just making some beats. And then he started making this one. I was like, no, keep it on loop. And all I could think of was, my baby, my baby give me overload. Just sweet melodies, and that's how the song came about. I could only think of, beautiful skies, not the rain that's falling right now.
Not the gray skies.
Not the gray skies, blue skies, people smiling, people happy, just thinking about the little things that make you grateful for the people that care for you in your circle, in your personal life, etc. And I could only think of the good things, And so at some point I even mentioned Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart, So I was like,
big book in Kenya.
And really it is?
Very. I mean, it was a set book in high school.
Yes, even in Nigeria as well. So like, I was just having fun. And then the call and response in that area is kind of like how the Igbo choir in Nigeria normally, baby, put on for my head, give me something to remember.
Oh, okay.
Chinua Achebe.
Yes. Listen, we're almost out of time. I want to roll out with the last song,
okay.
Jojo, right? Funny
right.
enough, right? The song's called Jojo. The lady who's about to come on right after the next show
no way.
is called Jojo.
Black clock.